Oof, freshman year is something I wish I could forget. It was by far my most cringe-worthy year. I had no clue what I was doing with the way I looked. If you ask me, I looked a lot like Coconut Head from that TV show Next Declassified. That's why freshman year was a lot like an iPod Touch. I was nowhere near the much better iPhone, but I was content with my life. I was but a mere shy boy lurking the monstrosity to school without a clue of where I was going. Honestly, not much has changed in that aspect. My looks didn't matter to me much, and the only thing I really cared for was soccer. My goal was to make the team, and I did. It's also where I met a lot of my friends today. My sophomore year was a complete change for me. I ditched the idea of an iPod and went to iPhone 5C. A new device with tons of new features and a new look. I was thrilled to have a whole new look, but I was also terrified of the different changes. In the summer, my parents' marriage began to fall apart and ended up getting a divorce. It was a difficult change for me, but I didn't really know how to deal with it at first. But then after some time, I adjusted to the changes and most of what I could. I ended up going to Vegas with one of my best friends that summer, and even got to drive a Lamborghini. I somehow managed to make the varsity soccer team, earning myself my letterman and completely surpassing my previous goals. Some of my friends drifted apart, but new friendships began sprouting, leading me to my current best friends. This is the year I also met Zach, someone who is arguably one of the dumbest people I've ever met. In a good way, of course. He has his little spice in my life that only he could add. He has a special talent in finding ways to make boring things interesting. It's a year of chaos and mixed emotions, but it was definitely memorable.
Can't take my virginity.
Good old junior year, am I right? The year of struggling with grades and dealing with all that. I'm not gonna say much about it since everyone pretty much went through this part. This is the year I began to become more social in my life. I started talking to more people, going out more, and just enjoying life. Soccer season was great. We managed to make playoffs, something the program wasn't able to do in the past 4 years. It was an experience I'm glad I was able to be a part of. To be able to put in so much work into it and have a great payout. We lost in the second round, but we didn't go down without a fight. Since the team was pretty much a brotherhood, most of us decided that we'd dye our hair blonde to celebrate on us making the playoffs. It was definitely a weird and an interesting decision, but I ended up liking the way it looked, so I kept it a bit. Plus, I spent like $50 dyeing it, and I was gonna make sure I got my money's worth from it. All in all, junior year was just another upgrade leading me to become the iPhone 6s, a nicer looking phone that was just easier and better to have, allowing me to capture a lot more of my adventures with my friends. I'd have to say senior year is actually my favorite year. I'm happy with who I am, and at this point in my life, I don't think there's much more I could do to be better. Well, maybe I could stop my bad habit of procrastinating, but we'll get to that problem in the future. This makes my senior year the iPhone 8, my favorite model and the best for me at the time. This year involves more soccer, making it my third and final year being on varsity, making it bittersweet knowing that my long-time brother's journey would come to an end. We didn't get as far as we liked, but we had a good run and are proud of what we accomplished in the past 4 years. Zach continued to remain a huge part of my life as we hung out almost all the time and just having a good time and making meme-worthy memories. He truly has changed my life for the better, and I'm glad I met him. Truly love that man like a brother. We picked up the hobby of going around skateboarding because, yee skater boys. So please enjoy Zach's epic wipeout.
He's trying to hit you with this. Hey. You okay? Oh.
You want me to say?
What? Which one?
That's a whole ass chicken.
Also, here's some stuff I did instead of working on this project. Sorry, Miss Stoner.
Okay, good. I hate you.
Now, this wouldn't be a senior project without a couple of prom photos, am I right? So here's our prom group and my prom day, which I met about like 3 days before prom. But we're dating now, so I guess it turned out well. We finally made it to the end. Thanks for staying through the ride. I hope you enjoyed.